Yogah Karmasu Kaushalam.
We are going to discuss the types of web tools and the effective web tools which are helpful in teaching. The two types of web tools are synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous e-learning involves online studies through chat, video conferencing, students associating themselves with synchronous e-learning software or online courses can easily interact with fellow students and their teachers during the course. This kind of learning tool is real time. Examples are email. A person can interact, a person can inform other person directly by sending the email, and that happens in just a click, in less than a second time. And the other web tool is instant messaging. Instant messaging, the very our own WhatsApp, that's also a synchronous web tool. Now let's discuss asynchronous tools. In such cases, students ideally complete the course at their own pace by using the internet merely as a support tool rather than volunteering exclusively for an e-learning software or online interactive classes. Examples are message board forums. When so many students have separate queries on the same topic, then they can leave one query at that forum, that is usually called as message board forums, and the other person who is able to answer the question leaves one answer at the forum, and likewise this conversation, this interaction goes on. Social networking sites, this is a very common thing. I think everyone is well acquainted with this term. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And the next is streaming videos. Streaming videos, one person can talk to 3 persons or more than 3 persons in a streaming video. That is a asynchronous tool which is very much happening these days. Now, I would like to discuss effective web tools in teaching. Aggregators. It includes free tools that teachers can use to stay on top of current events, including headlines and blogs. Every teacher has to remain updated because she has to keep her students updated, and for that this web tool is of so much use. Feed reader, simple to use feed reader and support podcast. This comes in various versions, all of which do pretty much same things with few bells and whistles. A big variations in the usage of these tools, not a big deal. And the next is Wiki News. Like Wikipedia, this site tries to be as neutral as possible and ensures fair reporting. Wikipedia is a well acquainted terminology, is a well acquainted website by many of the people. Whenever we have any ambiguity, any question or any confusion, we just simply go to Wikipedia, get all the answers. So, Wikipedia, Wiki News is the same as Wikipedia. Wiki News, as with any other wiki collaboration with students and other resources, could be done for say a project intended for class where all involved put in effort and time in building the wiki page. That's a big thing. If we are aware of something more than the information given in the wiki page, we can contribute. We can also provide the extra information which we are having related to that topic. That's a big thing. Blogline. Bloglines are a web-based news aggregator for reading syndicated feeds using the RSS and Atom formats. Users could subscribe to the syndicate feeds for free using a web browser. Now, the next is Bookmark Managers. Bookmark Managers make it easy to build a personal directory where researchers can tap into sites and materials that have been saved online and share them with others in most cases. The following bookmark managers are free to use, but they all have different angles. In other words, teachers and professors can do more with these sites than save a page or two. We can do a lot experiments with such bookmarks. We can save whatever is important to us. We can share whatever we feel that this should be shared with others, its information should be known to others also. That also can be done with the help of bookmark managers. The important examples are Facebook. Wow, the very famous website. It's a window to the world these days, and a lot of online content, including sites catering to specific needs of teachers and students, is on Facebook now. Yes, students. Yes, dear teachers. I would like to say that there are many new things which are on Facebook, by which we come to know about the new courses for educators, about the new pedagogical strategies found by someone else. There is so much new to find on the Facebook. LinkedIn. It's like Facebook, but for professionals, for sharing idea and letting people know what you're up to in your professional life and share something you like on professional platform. Like you want to share your achievements, if recently you have got some award or recently you have attended any big conference or seminar, you can update your LinkedIn account, by which other people also come to know that what are the actually recent happenings in your life. Pinterest, that's very interesting. Virtual bulletin board for online content sharing presented in a pleasing and aesthetic sense. This could also be used to network with other educators. If I want to know more of one particular topic, then in Pinterest I will get more relevant topics to that main topic, which will enhance my information and which will let me work in a vivid way. Now, classroom tools. Tools used by teachers for updating the students and parents about progress on regular intervals. Some of these tools are Crocodoc. Crocodoc converts utility for Word and PDF to web pages that could be used for updating the site maintained by the teachers. This is accessible by browser and can be edited as needed. This is a very helpful web tool used by the teachers these days. If the teachers want to remain connected with the students or they want to remain connected with their parents, they are using this web tool. Forvo. Forvo is an online crowdsourced pronunciation guide that kids can use to learn or confirm word pronunciations. It's a website that allows access to and playback of pronunciation sound clips in many different languages in an attempt to facilitate the learning of languages. There are many words which being changed, which are having different pronunciations. Let's take Grammarly, grammar checking tool that is online and built for quick review. The very important is SlideShare. Online PowerPoint like presentation which can incorporate Word, PDF, music, video and other formats for presentation and sharing. SlideShare has been used by majority of the teachers to share their notes prepared on the specific topic so that other students can avail the advantage of their notes. So, SlideShare is very much common among educators. Collaboration. Teachers need to communicate with peers, administrators and students. The tools listed below will help teachers to open different channels of collaboration like Edmodo, microblogging site specifically designed for educators, helps in collaboration and content sharing. Everyone had different idea, everyone has different pedagogy. All educators want to be different with their style of teaching. And when we share these styles, that becomes more easy for all educators to come up with different pedagogical aspects, and that is being helped by Edmodo. Skype, the most prevailing in use Most popular online video chatting conferencing tool, which can also act as a collaborating tool, since this uses some innovative tech for streamlining like video content in low bandwidth regions. If a student is not able to reach to the class, if a teacher is not able to reach to the student, then Skype is of big use. They can take classes with the help of Skype. Skype is online video, and then a person can look at the other person, a person can hear to his words. So, Skype helps such things to go on. Web Office. Web Office Online is an online office suite offered by Microsoft. Microsoft, which allows users to create and edit files using lightweight Microsoft Office web apps. Apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote. The offering also includes Outlook.com, People, Calendar, and OneDrive. This is of major use for the educators. I suggest all the educators to please explore Microsoft Office, and they will get so much of help for their pedagogical approach. Now, I come to course management. Teachers may need more than simple classroom tools like quiz generator. Teachers may need content, the ability to communicate, organization tools, and more. The following sites offer at least one of these tools in combination with other capabilities. Most are open source and or free. The following applications offer tools for collaboration in combination with other capabilities. Open source and free are included in the list. TED-Ed. For example, who want to expand good idea and knowledge on a single platform. Also a great collaborative tool for people to share videos of the work they did. Dropbox, same as Google Drive, but much easier to use with plethora of features for teachers and students as well. Drupal, flexible framework set up for deploying sites which are light in nature and can be accessed by student with basic login and password setup. This is a very easy web tool to go ahead. Google Drive, cross-drive application for sharing files in different formats with ability to make edits online. These were the web tools which are very frequently used by the educators and also used by students to moderate their learnings. These tools are very much in fashion when we talk about web tools. I tell you, these tools are of great use. If we explore them, we will find that the world is in our fingers. Friends, believe me, these web tools will make you engaged to a so resourceful personality that one fine day you will come up with the most upgraded things on your fingers, and that will make you a teacher at high. Web tools are of very much convenient to use, and they are very much in fashion these days. Web tools has made our life and information easy to predict, and the use of such tools is important these days because now are the days to update, and if we miss to update ourselves, then we lag behind. So, I plead to implicate these tools in your teaching pedagogy. Cessation. The pace of technological change in society and in schools has been exponential and will continue to be so. Teachers are using web tools in teaching to support their role in providing students with structure and advice, monitoring their progress and assessing their accomplishments. When students use technology to conduct research projects, analyze data, solve problems, design products, and assess their own work, they work with others to create and communicate new knowledge and understanding. And this is the USP of web tools. If we include the web tools in our teaching pedagogy, if we use these tools to a big extent, then we may find that now the teaching has become more vibrant and colorful rather than following same bookish content. Web tools help us to make our teaching effective. Effective as in the students get interacted, the students feel lively in the class when we use web tools. If we show them the live happening of digestion, like in bio, the student can see actually how the digestion happens. If we'll give them presentations to make for any of the topic, then the student can be more idealistic to make the presentation. If you have 10 students and the same topic is given to 10 students, with the use of web tools, you will find that all the 10 students have come up with different imaginations, different ideas, different implications of slides in the same topic of presentation. This is the great thing about web tools. Henceforth, I come to the concluding part of this module, and I can hope that you have got the module specifically with the use of web tools. Whatever web tools are specified in the module are not the least web tools. There are so many web tools, but only the important ones were discussed. Dear teachers, fellow academicians, I would like to share my own experience of teaching. I have taught the content from the books, marking the important lines with a marker, and nowadays I am teaching with the help of projector, making PPTs, which has made my teaching lively. Students can see me, students can interact in my classes, and they ask, ma'am, what this word means, when they easily can see the difficult word on the projector. Many new things have happened in the class. I remain so excited in my class using PPTs in my class because students feel empathetic to that situations. If I am discussing a story of literature, if I am explaining grammar to them with the help of presentations and slides, then it becomes easy for students to catch the word, to get the flow charts, and to grab the main content. So, here I can say bye to you and good luck. I hope you have grasped few good things from this module. Namaskar.
I would like to thank Dr. Priya Advani for her successful deliberation on the very important topic like Web 2.0 tools. Ma'am, I would like to say that really you would have summarized these points related to online teaching and tools very nicely. It is very enlightening to the participants about effective use of web tools or Web 2.0 tools we can call them, or even ICT tools or online tools to our friend, our professors, our participants regarding how to use them effectively in the classroom. And I guess, friends, if you use these tools effectively in the classroom, you will be able to make your classroom teaching and learning more effective and more interesting. Before I conclude this session, there are few things which I would like to point out. There are two kind of tools which we look at when we look at the tools. One is online tool and one is offline tool. There are many tools which we have talked about, they are online. I guess there are many tools which can be used with the support of different platforms. Like they can be used on mobile, they can be used on tab, they can be used on desktop, they can be used on laptop, and now there are smart boards and various other devices also available where these tools can be used. Now, I guess these friends can practice lot of such tools on various platforms and then they can use this effectively in the classrooms. Friends, I would suggest that the tools which ma'am has talked about, particularly the tools which you are not familiar with, I suggest that first try it out, try to install it on your desktop, try to install it on your whatever device you would like to use it yourself and may practice it once or twice before you go to the class. I guess ma'am that is required. What do you say?
Definitely, sir. Definitely. I would recommend that students should come up with the usage of these web tools on very often scale, because once they'll start using such tools, they will get advanced with the new teaching techniques and even what is happening all around.
Very true. So when they will use this, first thing is the teacher has to use it and he has to apply it for himself. He should make himself well versed with it, and then he will go to the class and he will discuss with the class, and that is how he can make the class more interactive. Friends, this is especially very useful for big classes. If you think that your class is big, you are not able to carry out with many of the functions or exercises or sometimes many activities in the class, what you can do is you can ask them that these are the things I'm giving you, I'm telling you, do it at home and then share with me. That is how some time in class can be saved. You can even tell them there are some collaborative tools where your students can collaborate with each other even outside the class timings, and even you can collaborate with them outside the class hours also. So this is how we will get connected. And what is important is if you talk in their language, because the language of digital era is using tools. If you use tools and talk to them, then they will be easily understanding this. They'll be able to understand this very easily. That is their language. If we look at common young people, I guess, when they wake up in the morning and till the time they go to sleep, morning first thing maybe they look at, when I was a young boy, my parents taught me that when you wake up, look at your right hand and then start a slow Karagre Vaste Lakshmi. But I guess nowadays what happened is that you just look at that where my mobile is, whether it is in charging or not, sometimes not even to the specs. But you look at the mobile, open it, what are the messages in the night? What are the updates, and then you may have your morning status or whatever, and then you, I guess, go to washroom or loo, or maybe you are preparing yourself for the day work. Similarly, when you go to bed, before that there are many friends who send good night messages and this and that, and then only they go to sleep.
So much common.
Yes. So what I would like to tell you, friends, by this, I am not criticizing. I don't have any opinion. I have many, but I don't have any opinion at present about this. What I mean to convey at present is that this is a tool. These are the tools which are with our students, and they are very well versed with it. They know how to use it. It is very common for them. So try to use this effectively for teaching and learning. Just tell them that this is the way to learn it. Friends, I tell you, whatever you are listening just now, whatever you are watching just now, you can even do this using a tool. Swayam has developed an application which you can download in your mobile, and you can look at our video through that also. You can interact with me using that tool itself, using that app itself. You can just go to, even just now if you want to try, just go to your mobile, yes, power it on, go to Swayam app, click on the discussion forum, and then ask me a question, whatever you want to ask. You can comment anything if you don't have any question. Just write that I am following the instruction what you said, or just say hi. It's okay. But you will contribute to it like this. And whatever I told you just now, you can practice it in the class also. Tell your students, just start with hi. Start with good morning. Start with one gesture. Start with one emoticon. Whatever they are comfortable in. But just begin the communication on digital. They are doing a lot of communication with friends, but they are not doing communication, or they are not communicating with the teachers and other such kind of people who are supporting their learning. Right. So I guess this will be very useful to us.
Very much.
Now, as I always do, ma'am, I try to imagine a question on behalf of my participants.
Please go
and I try to look at it from their angle. So when I look at this from their angle, now I'm changing my side. Let me be a participant, and if I am a participant and if I look at your module, what comes to my mind is, according to you, what do you think? What are the major benefits of such a pedagogical approach?
Thank you, sir, for the question. The quality of interaction is way better with Web 2.0 tools.
Okay.
As they facilitate near real-time interactions with generated content and with other collaborators. Web tools offer to solve real-world problems, sir. And it is in meaningful ways with like-minded individuals in one-to-one setting or online classrooms, which sometimes is in the form of interaction with these students face. Pupils are free to customize their response using audiovisual tools and built using various functions and models. This helps in making the project unique and takes a lot away from traditional approach.
Very true. So I guess from traditional one, this is more interactive, this is more collaborative, and this is more, I can say, where there is a lot of contribution from all counterparts. Is it that we want to say?
Exactly, sir. This is just like the same you said. It is collaborative. It is having so many new aspects. where all projects look same, but when the same project is done by the students, they all come with different results, and
Very
that's
true.
the creation.
Very true. Very true. So their individual personality comes out in that project.
Definitely, sir.
Very true. Like friends, we many a time say in literature that when you look at the plot and theme and the story, sometimes when you look at the plot, they seem not very different. But when you look at the story, that is very different. But if you look at the theme, this many a time look very similar. Like I can tell you one theme on which there are thousands of stories. There are two families.
Right.
Both the families are enemy.
Right.
One has a daughter, one has a boy,
Very common.
and they fall in love, and there is enmity. They are not ready that their children should get married, and then lot of things happen, and at the end, either this couple die or this couple get married.
They married.
So you can think that how many stories can be built on this. Like this, when we give projects to our students, it is their personality which gets reflected.
Yes, sir. This is the real mode of assessment of a student. Here, with the use of web tools, students come with their own creativity.
Very
They
true.
come with their own original idea, and that's the USP of this course. This is the use of these tools.
Very true, ma'am. I just get reminded of a very famous anecdote where there was one artist, and this artist was making statues. And somebody went to him and he was just trying to carving a stone. And that person said, "Sir, what are you doing?" That person said, "I'm just trying to remove unnecessary parts which are there on the stone so that the statue can come out."
Right.
So like that, the job of teacher is to help the student to identify his personality,
Yeah.
to identify his strengths, to identify what he is good in. So when you give one project to somebody or one project to a group, that group when work in a team, maybe in peer group like two, that is a team, or maybe individually. When they work, they really try to identify or they really understand where they are good in. And when they understand where they are good in, that may help them strengthen it. And it is very necessary that they should strengthen their skill. And at the same time, they will be able to understand which skills they are poor in.
Exactly, sir.
Yeah.
I do believe what you have said. I do believe because this is the only way. This is the advanced technology where students are very frequently using in their daily modules. And I'm very happy to say that now the government has started with such MOOC courses that
True.
even in rural areas, these courses have taken place. These web tools
Very
are
true.
known to the students.
Very true. And the ideas of young people like you, those who are very good with the ICT tools and many other tools, they are reaching to masses. Otherwise, what happens is that when some teacher is very good, but the teacher's ideas, the teacher's style of teaching, the way teacher uses it, is limited to very small audience. I am thankful to ARPIT, I am thankful to Ministry of Human Resource Development that they envisioned such a course where experts like us come together. When I say experts like us, I include you also, friends.
Thank you.
That experts like us come together and we try to share our best practices.
Right.
We try to share that in what way we can make our class more interactive, more successful. After all, the goal is, we all know, what is the goal of education? To make our students better citizens for the country. That is the goal. And we all are contributing into that. So when our discussion will reach you, you will try to experiment it. When you will experiment it, that will eventually go to the students, and that is how the students of India will be benefited.
Exactly, sir. Sir, even one more point I want to add to it.
Yes.
That when the students start working on web tools, he can see his ideas alive.
Very
And
true.
this is the very
And
big
that is a
thing.
joy.
That is a joy of
Very
making, coming with new ideas and just multiplying those new ideas to such big MNCs and big entrepreneurs. This
Very
is the
true.
result of
Very
using
true.
web tools.
Now, another thing comes to my mind. Again, I'm changing my role or shifting my role.
Please go ahead, sir.
Another question which comes to my mind is, what do you think be the role of students in such a classroom where the teacher is teaching with web tools or he's trying to facilitate the learning with web tools?
The role of students in such class rooms is vital. for students to take the risk as they are doing their assessments and not worry about reworking the whole thing all over again. This is a new thing.
Very true.
It is also easy to edit the projects as they are being developed, so students tend to take more risk during creative processes.
Very true. Otherwise, if they take many risks during the physical process, it may be possible that they will be at a big risk. But here they can take a risk.
Perfect.
They can do undo also.
Yeah. And this ease of use combined with the quality of finished products increase students' self-efficacy, and it motivates students to engage more into the assessments and new ideas.
Very true. I agree with you. This helps them to be more industrious, more brave. They can try more experiments, and there is less fear of getting things distorted or getting things worsened, I guess.
Yeah.
So they'll be able to try new things. They will.
These tools are making them more employable. These tools are making them creative, and they can enter into any of the field of their interest. So they are not binding them to being doctor,
Very
engineer.
true.
No, they
Very
can go
true.
to any extent just
Very
with the
true.
use of such tools. So I think every student should know about these tools, how to use these
Very
tools.
true. I would like to thank you, Priya Advani ji, for your scholarly discussion. You have really talked about some tools which are very handy, and they are really very simple to use. So friends, I suggest you that you can start using these tools. It's very simple. Once you'll do it, you will enjoy it, and your students will also enjoy it. I would like to thank Priya ji, you on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving me this part of module. And yes, I will even request my students to please come up and engage more in learning of new web tools. Students, you will enjoy it. I tell you, you will enjoy the learning of techniques of web tools. And when you will go inside the techniques, you will find a new world.
Very true, friends. Ma'am is talking to you all participants that you can make your students use these tools. You can make your peers use these tools and look at the difference. I would like to thank ma'am on behalf of UGC Human Resource Development Center of Gujarat University. I would like to thank her on behalf of MHRD, that is Ministry of Human Resource Development, National Resource Center of Gujarat University, and of course I would like to thank her on behalf of you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
Thank
so
you, ma'am.
much.